Hey, hello everybody, Super6 here. Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we're talking about a, quite an interesting topic, to be perfectly honest. Because the Switch turns 4 years old today, and I didn't want to make an ordinary looking back on the Switch, 4 years later. Because that's what most people do. But if you guys want to know about that, then I like the Switch. I still think it's amazing. Should I recommend you guys pick it up? Yes. But other than that, I want to talk about two games that are my favorite on the Switch. Super Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2. Everyone knows Breath of the Wild, what happened in Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is an okay game. Here's the thing with Breath of the Wild for me. Breath of the Wild, I don't actually like going back to it, which may sound weird. I prefer the old Zelda-y style, even though I've never been in a normal Zelda game, only been Breath of the Wild, because it's a Switch, it's on Switch and stuff, and things like that. I'm beating Skyward Sword whenever it comes out on my Twitch, probably. But, other than that, let's talk about this, topic. So, I have some notes here, so if I sound a little bit, it's just I'm glancing down at some notes. I just have what the categories are. Before we start, at the top corner, it will show the category, and that we're in, and there will be a screen that shows category when we're starting the category. The two bottoms will see the points, and other than that, let's just get started. Now, the first category is how much time have I played on both games. Now, looking back at the entire time, let's just pull up the menu. Let's look at it. I have 275 hours in Super Mario Odyssey and 395 hours in Splatoon 2. But there is another 30 hours because of my speedrunner account. Right here, 35 hours in 1 hour. So we're adding that to the total, which makes it to a full 305 hours and 400 hours, but unrounded. Rounded, it's 400 hours. But 300 hours Odyssey, 400 hours Splatoon 2 rounded, but specific numbers are 305 hours in Odyssey and 396 hours in Splatoon 2. Now, the thing that is interesting about this is that you may be wondering, I thought you said Odyssey was your favorite game of all time. Why did you play more Splatoon 2? And here is the reason. Which kind of dives into it. So it's going to be like a mid bit of it, but the point goes to Splatoon 2. Yeah, because I played it more. The reason I did, it's just more replayable, honestly. Actually, yeah, just new weapons, new everything, every round, instead of it being the exact same thing every time you play Odyssey. So yeah, Splatoon 2 gets the point. Number 2, looking back on it in the future, aka like 5 to 10 years. So we'll start off with 5 years. In 5 years, Splatoon 2 will probably be into Splatoon 3. Pretty normal. Maybe Splatoon 4 in 10 years. Or maybe the series ended. We don't know. But the thing is, Splatoon 2, I don't think it's going to be that replayable in 5 to 10 years. Right now, it's definitely playable, but in 5 to 10 years, it's not going to be replayable because it's Splatoon. It's kind of like Mario Kart. Mario Kart 64 was pretty good at the time, but now you would just rather play Mario Kart Deluxe. That's how I think Splatoon 3 will go. You know, pretty normal analogy. That's normally how the things go. But Odyssey, on the other hand, it's a new Mario game. Of course, people are going to look back on it. Like Sunshine in 64. So, yes, Odyssey takes the point on this one. Not much to say about that. But the next one is best art style. Now, what art style do I think looks the best? Both of these games. Let's look at Odyssey's. Now, Odyssey's art style is more of Mario, traditional Mario looking art style, just really HD. Yeah, basically better looking Odyssey art and better 3D world art style. Well, Splatoon 2 is just more Splatoon 1. It looks a little bit more cleaned up. Splatoon 2, I think, maybe, looks a little bit okay compared to, yeah, Splatoon 1. Which is kind of crazy, to say, since it's a sequel. But, I'm saying this because, in my opinion, Splatoon 2 art style is better. It's more traditional Mario art style and it's more traditional Splatoon style. So why do I push for Splatoon style? It just fits with the game. Honestly, I can agree with that. I don't think I have any complaints with my sentence right there. It just looks better for what it's trying to be. There's humans on Odyssey, which doesn't make any sense at all. And in Splatoon 2, everything just makes sense. The jellyfish makes sense in that world. So yeah, Splatoon 2 takes the cake for this one. Number 4 is costumes. Costumes, a pretty big thing in both games. You can switch your costumes in Odyssey as a fun little thing. Can you switch your costumes in Splatoon 2? You could switch everything in Splatoon 2. You can basically switch your leggings and your hat in Splatoon 2 and your gun. Those are the 3 things. Honestly, you can't change that. You can only change your hat and leggings. I mean, not leggings, your chest plate. We're going with Minecraft logic here. Helmet, chest plate. Because everything is randomized depending on its helmet, chest plate, whatever. Hat or shirt. Okay? Basically, Odyssey only has 2 options. You can also customize your gun, which makes it infinitely better, right? Kind of. But Odyssey also has some great costumes in the game. I have a really hard time picking what costumes are. Usually in Splatoon 2, I just stick with one costume. I stick with them on 3 costumes. Odyssey, I stick with so many. But the reason I stick with 3 costumes is there's the reason to choose every costume. They're not just look cool; they also make you better in battle. So yes, Splatoon 2 also takes the cake. So tallying up the points, time played just goes to Splatoon 2. Looking back at the future, Odyssey, art style, Splatoon 2, and costumes of Splatoon 2. So in total, only Odyssey has 1 point, Splatoon 2 has 3 points. Yeah, looking 2 more Odyssey has to have these 2 points to even time. And now we're in the fun category. There's only 6 categories. There's only 5 categories. I'm sorry. There's only 5 categories. Forgot to mention that. The final category is how much fun the game is. Similar Odyssey is so much fun your first playthrough. Second playthrough is just learning off that fun. Third playthrough, still learning off that fun. Fourth playthrough, it just gets repetitive. It stops there. Splatoon 2, it's the same thing. It gets repetitive. And there's I don't know why. You play battles every time, it gets repetitive. But the thing is, at the 3D space, you can do whatever you want, in both games. The thing is, you have people online playing with you, so it's always different how your game is gonna end. There could be a squid party, there could be 4 booyah bombs or inklings. It's always different. Honestly, everything's the exact same. There could be glitches, but we're not talking glitches here. We're only talking base game. So, what do I prefer in this category? Honestly, I think both of them should get a point for this. because it is just too hard to tell. But if I don't want to give both of them a point, so I think if I were to choose one at the moment right now, it would be Splatoon 2. So, in conclusion, what have we learned? Honestly, Splatoon 2 is one. It's my favorite game of all time. And that doesn't mean that Sumo Odyssey is my second favorite game. It's my third favorite game. Persona 5 is better than it. I can't just be hitting out that. But Sumo Odyssey is such a good game. And everything it did could have won this category. I had a chance. Time played was the only category that it failed in. Hard. It won the looking back category. I'm gonna play it later, unlike Splatoon 2. But the art style, it's just a normal Mario game art style, which, yeah, I think it would have won that category. And honestly, though all that, Splatoon 2 would have won. So if we change it up and say that it won the best art style, Splatoon 2 would have won the time played, the costumes, and most fun. We'll see. My Odyssey would have only won 2. So let's just go with that logic. It also won best art style, which is pretty normal. I mean, it looks nice. Splatoon 2 is just so much fun though. You can yell at the game because it's online. You can't just yell because you died at one point. That's all your fault. But maybe your teammates will help you or something. It's just more fun. And the costumes, there's more you can do with them. There's a reason you would equip costumes and make your own cool little costume, which I think is cool. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Splatoon 2 won. Splatoon 2 is my favorite game of all time. And I guess I was wrong this entire time. I hope you guys enjoyed this tiny video, which is just kidding. It's a really big video. It shouldn't come out to a day after the Switch's thing. So I'm really sorry. It's coming out late. I still gotta edit it and all that. But if you didn't see my last video, I also got a new computer, so I don't even have an editing software on the thing. So I probably will get it filmed. So this was filmed on March 3rd, probably March 4th by the time you're seeing this. And again, I'm really sorry. And if it is still March 3rd, then it's probably late. So I'm really sorry I got this video out late. Yeah. Other than that though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And hopefully this was a good thing that it took a long time to make. Goodbye, everybody.